What is up, Total Excellence? So, dudes, tonight, every Sunday is a Funday coloring stream. And tonight we are going to be coloring Jackie Oakes. Alright, dudes. I'm pretty much well aware of Jackie Oakes because I did the postcard for the Flock comic. And we're going to do something different tonight. Usually you just see me just coloring and stuff, but I have a special guest that is pretty much the reason why I'm part of the Flock comic project. So let me introduce you to my good buddy and my friend. Shout out to the Calvary Collective. Yo, what is up, Calvary? Thank you for coming by, Paul. So, further ado, this creator here, he is by far the most persistent dude that you'll ever know. He's very passionate with this project. I mean, this is not his first rodeo. This guy, he pretty much, I don't know how to say, but this guy is passionate, he's buckled down, and he believes in this project more than anyone else in this panel here, dude. So everyone just start, I don't know, just flap your wings within belief, because right now we have the dude who is WTF himself, what the flock, Scott Wilson. What's up, dude?
Good evening. Hi. I love that intro.
How you doing, dude?
I'm doing great. Campaign's going pretty good. We're at 71%. I'm doing good. It was a good day. I went fishing this morning. It was a good day.
Yeah? You seen any gooses after you were fishing?
Oh, everywhere. It was annoying because I'd be fishing and then I'd get nothing. And then this goose comes out of nowhere and just plops down, grabs a fish, and flies away. I'm like, son of a bitch. Like, come on.
Yeah, no, dude. I love fishing, man. It's one of those things that I truly miss. I don't do it a lot, but those are one of the things I really enjoy within my pastime. So
yeah, I think for me, like for instance today, I didn't really catch anything, but it was nice being out. Took like an hour. I was listening to my audiobook, and I was just relaxing because there's like this lake where it has there's different piers all around the lake. So I was by myself. It was really relaxing. It was nice. And geese everywhere. I was surrounded by Canadian geese.
Yeah, man. So, dudes, I mean, what the flock is all about, Scott.
What the flock is going on? The Flock is about a superhero called the Gooseman, and it is an all-ages comic. It's kind of got a vibe of Batman 66.
Oh, okay.
And it is very fun and all-age, enjoyable comic. There's like tons of different action, but also it's got a fun story. The first comic is for free on globalcomics.com. So if you're interested in check it out on that website, and then if you like it, you can back us on the campaign, hopefully. And I'm pretty bold. I got 3 comics for $36 with free shipping in the U.S. So felt pretty bold going in.
Yeah, most definitely, dude. I mean, I remember the first time that you did your first Indiegogo for the Flock comic, and you started off with 2. And then once you got into Kickstarter, you had 3. And I remember you and I would be talking back and forth, and you're like, "Oh, I'm working on issue 5." I'm like, "Wait, what?"
Currently we've got issue 4 completed, and I'm going into 5 and 6. 5 and 6 is a 2-parter. Cliffhanger, got to do it,
Yeah. You have
it's a 2-parter, so that one might be longer. But this is Jackie Oakes, the character. He is the best friend to Huck Bennett, who is the Gooseman. So Huck Bennett, his superhero name is, of course, Gooseman. But Jackie Oakes and him served in World War II together, and Jackie Oakes is kind of like the muscle man of the city, and he is kind of like he's distant relative to Paul Bunyan, so you can imagine how much strength he has.
Wow.
But the cool thing though is he doesn't put on the mask. He doesn't put on the superhero persona because he is takes the drive of being the strongest man in the city. So he's like, I don't need to hide behind a mask. Leads to some trouble in the beginnings of the Gooseman per se,
Yeah.
because Huck has to defend his buddy, and his buddy has to defend Huck in ways that they go through and defeat crime and just try to be good guys in the process. But the funny thing is, this character, when I launched the campaign, uh, we had it on the Global Comics our Global Comics YouTube channel,
Mhm.
and Garrett was like basically dressed up all as Jackie Oaks, like he
Yeah.
copied like the whole thing, and he didn't even know.
Yeah, no, I
He
pointed it
wasn't
out. It's
planning it at all.
like once I saw when I colored it and stuff, and then I saw Garrett how he dressed and stuff. I'm like, I gotta call this out because nobody in the room is seeing the elephant.
Yeah,
Or not the
it was.
elephant, the goose.
Yeah,
The
it was so
lumberjack
funny.
goose. Yeah, no man.
But so yeah, this is the character he's drawing right now. He's pretty. He's basically pretty important in the first issue, and then he goes on and helps Huck throughout the series. But he gets introduced in the first and second book, and then the third book he's in it as well. Fourth book he is not in the actual book, so uh, he's actually gone off. But he's in 5 and 6, so I'm pretty excited about that.
Oh shoot.
So the series so far goes right into the action. Starts off with the Gooseman being the basically the person who brings justice to the city of O City, and he's been doing it for several years. And this gang of ruffians, thugs, sprout out of nowhere, calling themselves a Purple Hood Gang, and they go around terrorizing the city. And to bring the joke of it being an all ages story, they go on a maple syrup heist, which is based on the actual maple syrup heist that happened in Canada, costing them millions and millions of dollars. So
All for maple
playing
syrup.
with that, because how much more Canadian can you be?
Yeah, right.
So, which I'm having fun seeing people's reaction to that. So,
No, that's
and
awesome.
so we have tons of cool perks. We got 4 variant covers. We've got a U.S. Free shipping on the Gooseman package, which is you get 3 comics and a poster, and that is going to be free U.S. shipping. Free U.S. shipping on that, and then of course the postcard. You can get buy a postcard, or if you back anything on the campaign, physical copy. Because physical copy, I have to get your shipping address. I'll ship out the postcard once we hit 25 backers, and right now we're sitting pretty at 24, and at 71% out of 1,500. So we're pretty close to hitting that goal, which I'm hoping to get that tonight. I'm hoping to at least get to at least 26, maybe 27 backers tonight. We'll see.
Awesome.
That's the goal. At least 3 backers a day would be a really good goal. On the variant cover, the first variant cover is cover A, and it is actually done by the wonderful Ichthus, not Itchy 5.
No. I will ban you for using those words. I have to have a PR team because of Larry.
I don't use those words though.
I know. You are a well-educated gentleman.
Well educated, I love it. So we have 3 other variants. One was B is cover done by Mike Belcher, and C is done by Joel Souza, and D is the variant Danger Girl cover swap done by Nicholas Mueller, colored by Dan Olvera. So it has Niobe, Violet, and Gooseman in a dystopian looking future where it's like everything's destroyed.
So,
Um,
what's the update with the whole apocalyptic dystopia future? Like, how
I
did
have
that?
no clue.
That's
That's
really
a cool
intriguing to
cover.
me. It really intrigues me how that even from
Apocalyptic it looks like too. It's
a
like flames and
futuristic
burning.
apocalyptic from 1950s Canada city where it's for kids and now this is for like mature. So how did we got to kids comic
I don't.
to Grand Theft Auto within the future sense?
I have no clue. It just happened.
It just happened.
It just
All right.
it just I don't know. It's just weird. It was funny. I love the cover though. It's a great variant cover with all three characters. I'll be offering it on this campaign, and I believe Larry is also offering it on his campaign as well on his
Awesome.
Kickstarter and Indiegogo. I
Oh
believe it's in
wow.
Indiegogo. And then Nicholas actually offered it on his last campaign on Kickstarter. So
Mm-hmm.
which is pretty cool. And each variant is $20 plus shipping, so it's a little bit more than the standard covers, but it's a great deal. And you can also add on issues 2 and 3 at checkout, and anything
Mm-hmm.
else that's in the campaign. So if you like cover B and you like cover C, you can add on to each of them,
Yeah.
so you
So
can get both of them.
so how did that team up cover happen? I'm very curious.
Well, it was more of a it was a conversation I was having with Nicholas, um, the creator of Demon Hunter, if anyone
Mm-hmm.
doesn't know. But I'm pretty sure everyone knows who watches the show.
Yeah. Right.
But anyway, for the people that watch the video later, it is done by Nicholas Mueller, Demon Hunter. Him and I kind of contacted each other last year and going into January, and like, hey, I'm looking to do like a crossover cover. And he was on board. And then I asked, you think Larry would be on board as well? And messaged Larry, and he's like, "Fuck yeah, brother, let's do it!" Like instantly, he you know didn't even cross his mind. Like no, he's just like, and then from there it turned into kind of a good relationship between the three of us, and further going on his streams and talking with him. He's been a great promoter of his comic Niobe, but also of other creators that want to show their product and talk about their campaigns and what they're working on. So he's been really helpful for me. And right now we're sitting at 4 people have backed this cover already, and I'm pretty happy because that's more than the Kickstarter. So
Hmm.
that's pretty exciting.
I know, man. That's like 3 people got the crossover cover, and I believe three got Joel's cover. Which Joel's, I mean, all of your covers are fantastic. I mean, I'm like, holy cow, this is beautiful. Like, oh my gosh, the one with Joel, man. Like, it could easily look like it's been adapted to like a TV series or something, or like a pilot. No
Yeah.
pun intended for the flock, having a jetpack. But
Yeah, he's got like a Darwin Cook Bruce Timm feel to it, and I like it. It's got like a feels feels like a '90s cartoon, so it's wonderful. And we've got a T-shirt package and hoodie package. Each package comes with 3 comics and a T-shirt or a hoodie.
mhm,
Hoodies and T-shirts are available as add-ons
right.
on the campaign. So if you wanted to get a variant cover and a T-shirt, variant cover and a hoodie,
Mhm.
you can do that at checkout. The only downside I found at the add-ons is that the picture gets squished when you're at checkout. I don't know why they did that. So it looks really odd. The covers look really odd.
Mhm.
Um, they look fine on the campaign page, but when they go in the checkout, I found that was really weird.
Yeah.
And of course, we've got the uh, tremendous digital commission done by the Total Excellence Commission by the official Ichthys,
Okay.
which is
Okay.
you
Mhm.
get 3 comics and a digital commission 11 by 17 by I think you said that right, 11 by 17.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
High
so
res.
for $80 you get a pretty good deal there. And then the Jackie Oaks package, you basically get everything that's getting printed in the campaign, which is $150 plus shipping, but that's only available in the U.S.
Yeah.
Because that's a big, thick package, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, I know exactly what you're saying. So let me give some shout outs to some peeps who are in the chat. We got Keith Harper. Hi-dio to you too, Keith. Thanks for
Keith.
coming by the stream, Keith. We got Artsy Design. What is up, peeps? I am doing excellent, dude. How about you, Scott? You have a mouthful, I know. It's a lot to process. You're flocking all over the place with streams, man. You're on tour.
Well, I hope so. I'm hoping so. I feel like I've been on a nonstop tour since February, though.
I bet, man. And we got Philman X1. Hey, what up, Ikji and Scott? What's up, dude? I am doing excellent, man. How are you doing, Phil?
I'm doing great. Hope you're doing good, Phil.
Your name is not Phil, Scott. I'm asking Phil from the other side of the screen.
Oh, I thought. Well, he said, "What up, Scott?" And Icky.
No. Don't you dare. That's a sign of respect, man. This is my show. My show. You know what happened to people that disrespect me? It's this. Now it's my show again. Okay, I feel bad. Come back, Scott.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, Scott.
Whoa, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you see? You see what? Oh, this color stream became the Scott stream.
Oh, boy.
So, yeah, bud. Let me show. I know that you told me to prep it up just to show off of what exactly I'm doing for digital commissions and stuff.
Definitely. So we're gonna go through kind of examples of your artwork, and this is what will be available on the campaign for $80. You get 3 comics, digital plus this commission. So, pretty good deal. So, which will probably hopefully get started as soon as the campaign is funded. I'll start sending the contact information for the people who back the commissions. Mm-hmm. So you can have one-on-ones with Ichthus to kind of see what you're looking for. This one's one of my favorites so far, besides, of course, the cover.
Yeah.
Just because I like the eyes. We did a really good job on the eyes, facial features.
Yeah.
That looks really good.
Yeah, no, the inspiration for this style was Michael Turner. Michael Turner was my inspiration for drawing women and stuff. And I'm like, oh man, it's if I can replicate that. And I was so happy, and it was just a rippling effect. So after that, I did Tyler's character, Miss Maple, and I unintentionally made her thick.
Well, you do have your art style does make the hips pretty thick and up there. So, I mean, it's just your style, and I like it. So
yeah, So here's the variant cover of issue 1 of the Fly.
Yes.
I have froze. There we go. We are back.
I was like, I'm back.
Yeah, we're back, guys. We are out of the dark place that is called the lighting circle. I know I saw a circle that was showing me swirls. I didn't know what it means, but I just know that we're in an infinite loop.
I'm gonna turn the cam off only because I think it helps with my connection.
Okay.
For some reason, it slows me down, and I end up lagging out. And you're lagging for me too. So let me see if this will help for a little bit, and then if it doesn't, then we'll go back to it. But yeah, we're going through your commissions here. This is the cover. It's variant cover A, and it is available for $20 plus shipping. And of course, if you get this cover, don't forget to add on issues 2 and 3 because there's 3 comics available on this crowdfunding campaign, so make sure you get those as well. And those will be added, but it's very minimal shipping.
Yeah, yeah, most definitely. And we got Comic Top with Pops Van Zandt. What is up, Total Excellent? I am doing excellent, Pops. How are you doing, buddy? How are you doing, Scott?
I'm doing fantastic. My connection's getting better.
There you go. It's all good, dude.
Thank you,
So
Pops, for sharing my stuff on your page, but also on your Facebook. I really appreciate it. Um, I hope to get some more backers. I got 3 backers so far from your Facebook group. I saw the analytics from the clicks, so thank you very much. I appreciate it.
mhm. Yeah, no, Pops is a man, dude. So Pop's response is living the dream. I'm glad you're living the dream, dude. You're because of you living the dream, everyone else is gonna be living their dreams within your
Yeah,
promotions, dude.
pretty sick.
Phil Max says, "OMG, Pops, you're everywhere tonight." I'm telling you, man, Pops is a popular dude. I'm telling you, Pops is gonna be like the Stan Lee of indie comics. He's gonna pop out, making in
Pop
cameos and
out.
stuff.
He's gonna be pop out in every comic. Yeah, that's funny.
You know, Pops. However, he's gonna pops out in cameos of these indies. He's
Oh, I would love to see a Pops pop. You know, like
yeah, right, dude. I would love to have like a bobblehead Pops pop.
yeah,
Oh
it'd be
man.
fun.
Yeah, no, this one I was just so happy
So,
how the end product looks.
so how did you when you did this cover? Go
Okay.
back. Sorry, go back.
Yeah, we'll go
So,
back.
how did you go? I know I approved basically pretty much pretty quickly, but when you did this cover, what was your like process? Like, how were you? You first, I think it was before you were having him leap in the air for Gooseman, or and then you added the rocket um, smoke. How did you go back designing it? Because someone might be interested in knowing that.
Yeah, no, most definitely. My thought process was like, okay, like I want to have like an epic scene with, like I want a cover that comes right at you. Like you want to like know what's going on. So I love those type of covers where it's just like all up on your face and it grabs your attention and you just want to go and read it. Like that's personally for me how I see comics. And like you saw my sketches. My sketch process was like
Yeah.
was was Flock, not Flock, but the Gosling with his slingshot and this cape draping in the background, and then the Gooseman, he wasn't like this. He was running towards you, but it was
Yeah.
very like I wanted him to be buff and big and all this stuff, but he was stiff and like I wanted this cover to hit it out of the park, especially since you gave me this opportunity. Because as an artist, my job is to make money for you. So the mere fact that there was people who were willing to pay their hard-earned money just to get my cover, it worked.
Yeah, it
um,
did. You got
um,
2 right now, and last campaign there was 7. So hopefully some of those people come over and snag this one. But yeah, it's a great cover. It was for a while. It was number 1 on the
Kickstarter
campaign
campaign, yeah,
Kickstarter. So we'll see how things roll around this time around. So
yeah,
far it's going pretty good.
yeah. No, most definitely, dude. Yeah. So
Actually,
like,
not pretty good. It's going excellent.
excellent, dudes. It has to be excellent. Remember, dudes, remain and staying excellent. Um. So yeah, dudes. So then I went to, I wanted to like look into a professional and stuff. So I went up to Sean Norton, and Sean Norton, you did like some comic work. He even worked with JDF when he did um like some, I believe he did like an illustration of JDF like holding Scorpion's head, and I was like, oh my god, I must have it. And
Hmm.
I went to him because he's a full-time artist, so I asked for his feedback and stuff, and he said the Gosling, he's perfect, and he drew over and everything, but you need to get rid of like the Gooseman's running, like it looked stiff, and you have something going on. so I so I thought like, okay, I don't think like I just I tossed out the idea of the Gooseman running, and I'm like, okay, let me just have him just have this epic jump, right? So I did that epic jump how it was, and then afterwards I'm like, you know what? Let me go above and beyond. Let me have this jetpack be the feature of the Flock, because I mean, Flock, he flies with a jetpack. I mean, how awesome is that? So I want that to be a feature. And me and Sean, we went back and forth. Like I showed him my idea of the smoke. He's like, yeah, that looks good, but go over and beyond. And the funny thing too is like I was listening to Image Comics documentary while I
Yeah, I
was
remember that.
doing this. So like it literally like gave me motivation and just go over the wall, flocking all over the place and make sure the flock and this cover looks excellent. So and the don't even get me started with the colors, man. The colors was like I gotta go all in just to like make a really good first impression just because it's my first ever cover. And ever since then,
Yeah.
man, I became like a regular colorist for you when it came
Yeah.
to I
How
did
much have you? How many? Let's do a count. We did this cover.
we did the cover. I did
You did the Elliot
yeah,
picture, and
which is
then
this.
and then you did the postcards.
Yeah, three. So in total, I did five for you for the Flock comic.
Yeah, so incredible. And,
Yeah, man.
I mean, I love giving. I just really noticed that there's a rat in the corner there. Just I
A
don't know
rat.
why there's a mouse in the corner of the page. I just noticed.
Oh yeah, no, I've asked them. You noticed that now?
I've noticed it before, but I forgot about it. But yeah, is that Master Splinter?
Oh man, I I mean I would have loved to color him brown, but he was already like inked in black, so there was no way of me to color him brown. But
That's funny.
no, the funny thing too is I reached out to Elliot and I'm like, "What is this?" It's like, "Is it breadcrumbs?" It's like I didn't really thought of it. I just just drew it that way. I'm like, "All right, then I'll just do how everyone perceives it to be." I just colored it like it's cheese. So yeah, no, I got concerned, man. It's like, oh, like I saw like a rat in the corner. I'm like, what? Where? It's like, and then you're talking about the poster. I'm like, oh, thank God. Things were going
But
down
let's just
south
see.
real quick.
Let's just look at this Gosling just giving a good right hook to this thug, and then for a 13-year-old kid,
Yeah,
he's
man.
pretty
He got a good
pretty
right arm on
out
him,
there.
man.
Yeah,
Just
he's got look
knocked
at
him
those
over.
biceps. Look at those biceps for 13-year-old. He's pretty buff.
Yo, man, I need to go to the flock gym, bro.
Yeah, I
Because
know.
is
The flock
dude,
training.
if he could knock a dude over with his bat, letting go his bat, like this kid is not messing around.
But yeah, this is the cover, or not? It's not a cover, but it is a poster that is done by Elliot Rodriguez. He did a bunch of art on Twitter, and he posted a little bit on Facebook. But I reached out to him to do a poster that is going to be for free when we hit a certain backer amount on the campaign, which I believe is at I forgot again. Already, sorry. Hold on
It's
a
all good.
second. 50 backers. So
Oh
50
wow,
backers, we get the poster. I think I'm going to upgrade it from a smaller poster to a larger, maybe 10 by 17 or even bigger.
really?
And we'll see what happens.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a phenomenal artwork. If you want to get a commission from him, even you reach out to him on Twitter. He does a lot of stuff. If he likes your stuff, he'll of course draw it. But he's a great guy, great personality. Promotes your stuff too. Like if he's working on something, he'll promote your stuff like all day.
Yeah,
And
no.
he draws you know traditionally. So it's really crazy. When we did the Kickstarter launch, he was showing some of the different pages that he not like the art pages that he works with. So it was pretty incredible, and he's such a good guy too.
Yeah, no. Elliot's fantastic, man. Like the mere fact that you are like commissioning a dude who does traditional, man, you're getting a good money in your buck. And exactly like you said, like he helps promote and stuff. And here's Elliot's signature. And if you scroll down, once you get the poster, you will see my signature just over here. because you know
It's like the wall tags, you know.
yeah, no, most definitely, dude. I was like, I was like, where the heck am I gonna put my signature in? And then once I saw Ellie's signature, I was like, oh my god, this is perfect.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. So let's go back and color Jackie Oaks. Um. So yeah, dude. So like, um, how long was the process with you when you were thinking about Jackie Oaks and conceptualizing the flock? Like, what?
Like his character.
Yeah, like the flock character. Like
Well,
usually when I think of Canada, I honestly would not think of a goose. I would think of a moose.
yeah, the Moose Man. That sounds like that's a funny one. Well, I tell you the truth, I was at the same damn place I was fishing today, and I was surrounded by geese, and that's where I came up with the story character of Gooseman, and in all reality. But the Gooseman, Gosling, just because it's just a fun group. Because calling it the flock because he flies away with the jetpack. Jetpack is just something that I kind of want to throw in there. I haven't really gone in detail in the series on how he gets the jetpack, but we'll get that soon.
Yeah, right.
I just like the idea of a superhero guy running, flying around with the jetpack in the 50s. It just sounds like a perfect thing for the the space race and everyone getting into going to the moon and everything. So
Mm-hmm.
gotta have some fun there. And Jackie Oakes, I wanted a character that was kind of like a sidekick, but more of like his own. He can hold his own. He doesn't need to be a sidekick. And
Right.
when I was designing him and coming up with his background, I was thinking, you know what? Let's make it's Canadian, so let's make him related to Paul Bunyan. Just for the fun of it. Just make him related to Paul Bunyan and distant relative. So he's got like that, um, mythological and like fantasy element to himself, and
Mm-hmm.
he's been he's kind of like the Spartans with Hercules. Like he's related to Paul Bunyan, so he's like he's out there, and he's just a lumberjack guy. So you think of the super buff brawny guy just fighting crime. You got to think of it that way.
Yeah.
But he's a good guy. I
Yeah. No,
liked
that's.
his. I liked the thing was I wanted to have a character that was uh, kind of really different than the other two main characters with the Gosling
Mm-hmm.
and Huck. Huck is always trying to you know fight crime 24/7. He's got a detective background. He's always trying to solve things. And Jackie's just like your normal everyday guy, but he's not normal everyday guy because he's buff and he's strong and he's powerful. So he doesn't realize it sometimes how strong he is because
Bet.
he's chopping wood all day and getting stuff for people that in his lumber mill that he took over after he came back from the war. So, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, this is also what you're coloring right now is done by Gino, and this is the postcard. Excuse me. That's gonna be sent out to the backers at 25. All the physical backers will get a postcard relatively quick. I'm gonna have it printed this
Mm-hmm.
this week, so we'll see how quick they show up. But yeah, we send it out to everybody. Going to be giving everyone um, a personal note from me um, and a thank you. So you'll be getting something before the campaign ends, um, depending on how quick the mail is. But hopefully, if it's a postcard, it goes pretty quick.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
but
No. So since Jackie Oakes is basically a relative to Paul Bunyan, correct?
correct, and
Okay.
he
Paul. Oh, I'm sorry. Go
like
ahead.
very distant. Like his family plays around with it, like he is, but he isn't. Like just because he's so big and muscular, and his family has been always big, strong, muscular family. So they play with that kind of mythological story of the background being,
Hmm.
you're related to someone who's super strong and has an ox. So
So what?
he,
Yeah. So what relates to this is, are we going to be expecting more fabled characters that maybe are both either heroes or villains within your story? Since
yes.
Jackie Oaks is a huge hint on what is to come.
So yeah, so there is a uh, character that is going to be coming on in issue 3. Issue 4 has a character. It's not really human. We'll just say with that. We'll give you a preview with that. It's not
Ooh,
human.
okay.
And then
Huh.
issue 5 and 6 is a beast that everybody knows. Everybody knows what it is. Everyone knows heard about it. It's mentioned in so many different stories, and it is funny because uh, the last time I saw it was the character like mentioned was in a animation. I think it was Monsters Inc. So
Oh.
we'll see how it turns out. It's gonna be a fun ride. That actually has been is in its final draft for issue 5 and 6. I wrote them both together since they're a two-parter.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see how that one turns out. I'm excited to send that to Gino. Right now, he's kind of booked, so hopefully near the end of this campaign, he can get started on coloring, or not coloring, getting to the sequentials and then getting the pages started and getting rolling onto 5 and 6, which are going to be, like I said, two-parter, and hopefully the goal is to have it near the end of the year campaign,
Mm-hmm.
because I wanted to have it set up to be printed and sent out to everybody in um, at the end of the year. So maybe come in around Christmas time. Um, Hopefully, that's the goal, though.
Okay.
But that we'll see how things turn out. So far, we're going pretty good. We have a good head start, that's for sure. So
Yeah. So now the question is, now that you have, which is great, like we're starting out with 3 issues of the flock, so there's no wait time of like when the next campaign is going to be and all this good stuff. Um, and since you already finished issue 4 of the flock, now my question is, because now it's becoming a new thing now that I believe the creators of Common America, now they have this thing where once they're gonna start with a new campaign, those who are new, new people that are jumping into it is like, oh well, I'm on to issue 4 of the flock, but I haven't read issues 1, 2, and 3. You know, are you still gonna be giving away floppies, or are you gonna do how Nicholas and the creators of Common America, where they're now gonna put 3 issues in one volume? So,
I'm thinking of doing, if it's 3 issues, I might just do a volume, like you said.
mm-hmm,
My decision would be to, if I do volumes, I would want to do volumes for, uh, you know, 4, 5, and 6 as well. But depending on pricing wise and where I'm going to get it printed for, if I were to do a volume, I would love to do uh, the floppies. But
mm-hmm,
I think it'd probably be more beneficial if I did a 1 through 3 volume set. Um, but we'll see how this campaign is first, because I don't want to say for sure and then people want to just buy the volume. So I'm going to
right,
just wait and make that decision later on and see where we are, because I don't want to, like I said, um, say that I'm going to make a volume. Then why would I get the have people get the floppies? So,
right.
but he looks so scary right there, but he's not.
Don't worry,
um,
I'll put some eyes in, that. it's beneficial that he does have pupils somewhere. But yeah, no. Oh man, I just had another question in mind, but once you said, "Oh, he looks scary," it's like, "Oh crap, I gotta make him unscary now," because Okay, so now I remember my next question. So now, since issue 4 is completed, will you be doing the same thing? Are you gonna just wait until Gino finish doing what he needs to do with his projects and just start off with a second campaign with all 3 issues, or are you gonna start the next campaign just only issue 4 and then have a volume book?
Um, I like doing things in threes. I don't know why. It
Really?
feels more interactive, but I, I think if I were to do issue 4, it would be a summertime thing, and then release 5 and 6 later in the near the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I were to do uh, 4 and 5 and 6, I would love to do that instead.
Mm-hmm.
4 is kind of like it's the cool thing about 3 and 4 is they have their own set story. This is the bad guy this episode. This was the ending. It resolves in that episode per se, like how they
Right.
do in cartoons, and
Mm-hmm.
that's how I wrote it. So this is the enemy this week. Going on blah blah blah. So we'll see. I would love to have them do in threes. I plan to do more than six comics.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see how it goes. I mean, I would love to do more than 6, and if that were the case, we'll see how the campaign, of course, it's done, and then also how Gino is availability wise. Because I don't want to use a different artist. I like his work. He does phenomenal sequentials, and he works really well with me, and I work really well with him. So I don't really want to go with anyone else unless someone comes out of nowhere and wants to work with me. But
Mm-hmm.
I have done really well with him, and I don't want to go with a new artist because I
Right.
just found an artist.
Yeah, no, you found a really good artist that has a great turnaround time. That you said too, as like
Yeah,
he completes his pages within a day. Like he completes a page a day, or maybe even 2.
yeah, he does like a page a day. It's quite incredible. I think I'll have. Let me see if I what else did I get.
Yeah, let me actually check on the chat because I've been neglectful this past stream. Let me see. So we got Neostar Productions, the brilliant star that shines through the night. The steel trap that was it ensnares? Yeah, ensnares evil. Riser Man stands before you. Let's go. This goose man flying. Yeah, we will let the goose. The goose is out, dudes. I mean, that's all. That's all what the flock is all about. The goose is out. Neostar Productions. Indeed, why pick a goose when you could have had a moose down by the bay? Oh man. Let me see. Crime fighting lumberjack does sound pretty dope. It is honestly. I mean, I won't mess up. I won't mess around with this dude right here. Um, let me see. Neostar Production says so. The Moose Man will eventually take on enemies with. Oh, the Goose Man. Oh man, wow! I literally butchered that. I thought he wrote Moose. So the Goose Man will eventually take on enemies with powers or supernatural origins. Interesting. So is it going to be like that? Is it going to be supernatural characters or even superpower characters?
Yes. So like, there's
Oh,
going to
okay.
be like, I don't want to give it away too
I
much,
know it's
but
very early on
our,
within the book. I mean, we're
uh,
started literally like 3 books in. So,
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, there's gonna be some supernatural part to it. It's mythological creatures and baddies that everyone has heard stories about. So, um, giving hints, you can think of anything Canadian related in the wilderness up in the north. So, you can think about possibly could live up in the cold winter north of Canada. That could
mhm.
possibly be a villain.
All right. And we got Nefarious in the house. Hail, Ichthus. Yo,
Hey,
Scott.
Nefarious.
What's up, Nefarious? AKA Aaron from Global Frequency, which he did a phenomenal job hosting that the launch of the flock, man. That was a fun time. I had a lot of fun. Thank you, Aaron, for an invite to this awesome launch party. Let me see. Nefarious says, Ichthus, you coloring Garrett? That was literally the highlight. Oh man, like dudes, like you have no idea. Like Frequency Girl literally ran out. Like you again, the fun thing too is like you do not know how what Frequency Girl looks like. Hopefully Aaron does since he's married with Frequency Girl. But the only hints that we have is that of her avatar. But other than that, you will hear the sound of her voice. And as I remember, Aaron says like Frequency Girl literally ran trying to look for an axe, and they found an axe, and it was just fantastic. Like it was literally a fun stream, and I even found out too that goose eat frogs when when your campaign was next to Ethan Van Sciver's campaign for Wrecked Planet for Cyberfrog.
I know that was really hilarious. It was a fun time.
That was awesome. I loved your comment saying, "Oh, it looked like the frog is just checking for its dental stuff," and his Aaron's like, "No, no, it is not."
uh, that's
Let's
that's
see.
that's good.
Nefarious says, "That's a me. My pleasure. It was a great night. Most definitely, dude. That was an excellent night." Neo Star Production says, "That's fine, Scott. No need to reveal more than you have to." Oh man.
Definitely.
But yeah, but it's like it's so funny how uncanny it is that Gary just happened to dress exactly how Jackie Oakes is like, oh my god, it's like I'm surprised no one has not pointed this out yet. Oh man. I don't know, man. I'm making Jackie Oakes. This is my version of how I would color Jackie Oakes in my stream. But
Yeah.
I kind of made him look like was it like that lumberjack from the one of those toilet paper, not toilet paper, paper
The brawny guy.
towels.
The brawny
Yeah,
guy.
the paper towels. Yeah, the brawny guy. He looks like that. It's like this dude is literally rocking denim hard. Now we will color his boots. Ooh, this is a really good color too. I like it. Hopefully after the streams, Scott will be like, "Hey, you know that the colors that you did in the stream? Yeah, we're gonna change it." But yeah, dudes. It's like I wish I could know so much more about the flock, even especially me being so involved with it. It's like I wouldn't blame them if they think I'm the artist for the flock comic. But just the mere fact of Gino and his art is like his art is fantastic, man. I mean, it's just the promo and everything. It looks fantastic. I love Gino's work, and and so far your communication with him, because I remember when I had you on the show, in the beginning, it was kind of tough when you guys were communicating with each other. But now, like your relationship and how well it went, and he's very passionate of the flock as well, which is great. when you have somebody on board with your project is that they're as passionate with this project as you are, and they want to give a good product. So how is your communication with Gino now than it was before when I had you on my show?
Oh, a lot better. It's been going very well. We've communicated. A l- like I've had to, of course, give him more information than when I first interacted with him. But it's been going pretty well. I mean, he's improved immensely, and I've improved immensely. Description, you can always describe easily to someone like me and you, but he's got to put it through a translator because English is not his first language. English is his, I think, third language or some fourth language or something like that. So,
Wow.
so got to make sure it's the right thing. I'll be right back. I gotta use the restroom really quick. So hold on.
No problem, bud. Let's see. Let me check on chat, dudes. Neostar Production says, cyberfrog legs. Neo, you're too much, dude. Jackie Oaks lives? Yeah, Neo, you gotta check out Global Frequency's live stream of of the Flock Comics launch stream. It was great. I mean, literally, like, we ended up having 61%. Yeah, 61, I believe. I could be wrong, but it was part of the update on the Indiegogo. It was because of, like, Aaron and Garrett. Like, literally, they were on their phones. Like, let me enlarge myself. They were literally on their phones, texting and letting people know about this project. And because of that, people were backing it, like, in real time. It was just fantastic. I mean, dudes, if you guys ever have a project that you want to promote, just hit up Nefarious, aka Aaron, because he's great. They are great hosts. I mean, they're very, very consistent with their. I mean, dudes, like we partied so hard, dudes, like you will not believe. We had a 4-hour stream, 4-hour dedicated stream for the Flock launch. And because of that, we got up to, 61% of the campaign, which is... So, I'm very grateful with Aaron and Garrett and Frequency Girl for the time, because they even had to, promote another project, do another promotional interview after that. And you could tell they are doing their best to participate in everything. So these guys are very hardworking. They love the indie scenes. They back, I don't know how many projects, but all I know is Aaron showed us, me and Scott, the other half of the books that they have to unbox. So, yeah, guys, hit up Nefarious, aka Aaron, and the Global Frequency. I'll actually share their social media, actually, since you guys are here. I'll start coloring back again. Right now, we're in commercial break. While I am jibber-jabbering. Let me see. Global. So you dudes follow Global Frequency on the Twitter. Global Frequency. All right. Now we're going to go to the YouTubes. Oh, you know what? If you dudes sign up for the mailing list for Mavericks Origin Volume 1, you actually will get a prize from Aaron and Garrett.
Ooh.
Yeah, dudes.
What kind of prize?
Tell
me more.
I wish I could tell you more, but that has to be on Aaron's end or Garrett.
Oh, cool shit.
Yeah. See? Bam! Setting up for Maverick. Oh gosh dang it, it's Mavericks. It's kind of an interesting name too. It could literally be like a football team. Mavericks. Let's see. Now I gotta find their YouTubes. Let's see. YouTube. Cause y'all needs to see global frequency. Y'all needs to be converted to the total excellence that is global frequency. You will be gladly have frequency within your mobile broadband.
Oh, that's funny.
There's a global frequency. Yeah, the only thing I have yet to wait for is oh my goodness, what is it called? They have so many shows. I even like pitch Coffee and Comics. I'm still waiting for Coffee and Comics to be a thing. See global
That would be nice.
frequency YouTube. Bam. So dudes, if you have not already, subscribe to Global Frequency because these dudes are total excellence. Just, they also have merch as well. I'm almost definitely going to get some merch.
Merch. Hell yeah.
They got t-shirts, they got mugs, all the good stuff.
All the good stuff. T-shirt and mugs. I love it.
Yeah, man. So
I think it inspired me to do a mug possibly for the second campaign.
I don't know, man. It's kind of hard. How can you make a mug out of a goose?
I don't know. Maybe give it a jetpack and see how far it goes.
Yeah, you could. We'll see how it goes with jetpack mug. I don't know. That would be great, though. I mean, I would not even drink coffee out of it. I would just play with it more and actually drink out of it. Is like, who needs a flying, what is it? Those freaking flying things that, now they made a law where you can't go to private property or certain locations.
Drones?
Yeah, who needs a drone when you got a flying coffee mug to aid you in your thirst?
Can you imagine a drone coffee mug? Oh my god.
Dude, the convenience is like, you want to go to Starbucks?
It goes into the coffee maker, gets itself a full glass, comes over to you. Not spilling, however. You got to make sure it doesn't spill all over. But
No, it's going to have this advanced technology where it just prevents it from spilling. Because, its manufacturing and stuff, that they patent it and everything, is like, it's been seen on Shark Tank. Or something, or, I don't know. Or those taglines like, oh, seen on TV, is like, it's worth buying for because it's shown on TV. Oh, man. But how is your relationship with your colorist, who I even have on? Let's see, because I made sure that I put you and everyone who has social medias in the description below. So how is your relationship with your colorist?
He's great. I mean, he's been working away. We've got the all the flats completed. So all the flats for issues 1 through 3 is all done. So he's just going through and kind of doing the final touches on the sequentials.
Mm-hmm.
And he's chugging away. He's got a good amount of pages done. He moved recently because I used to be very close to him. For I was used to be, I used to be living with him.
Oh, so
So
you were that close.
yeah, we're pretty close. He's one of my best friends,
Oh, that's awesome.
Paul Ferris, and he just moved into his new place. So he's set up soon. He moved all his equipment, so he's got to put his computer together and get his tablet out and start coloring and getting things rolling. So, but yeah, he's been chugging away. He had like we stopped for a little bit after the Kickstarter ended so that he could focus on moving because he was getting kind of stressed out about it because he's got to move and also color at the same time.
Oh wow.
So, but he's getting back into it, so I'm pretty excited to see the pages when they come out because every time he sends me something, I'm like, this is freaking phenomenal.
Yeah, no, I bet. um, how is his series Canada Bear going?
It's going good. They have to send out some stuff. Well, they had to get a new artist for the campaign that they were running, so they're kind of breaking even in a way.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going through and um, kind of redoing the most of the book because their artists it doesn't make any sense. Like the artwork doesn't flow, so they're restarting it, and they have most of it completed. It's just there's some pages that need to be redone, but their artist has other projects he's working on, so it's kind of postponed until June, so he can
Mm.
work on it in June and fix those pages,
All right.
and that way it's going to be released. But that is actually going to be released in black and white.
Oh,
It's not
okay.
going to be released in color, so it's going to be kind of like a um, underground type of comic feel to it,
All right.
But that takes place in the '90s. So think of the '90s cartoons. You're gonna think of Canada Bear.
Canada Bear. Oh man, I had fun coloring Canada Bear on my stream. Oh man, that was what was it? I was able to do like what? Yeah, I colored him twice with a different color scheme.
Yeah, you did.
And that was a lot of fun. I love the character and the character designs. So I'm glad that SB Comics is going well. Are you guys gonna be? How can I say? Um, Now that cons are coming back, are you guys gonna be jumping back to cons, or you guys might be
Well,
going to
depending on what they're
virtual
pricing
cons?
it, I think it's gonna be really hard to get into some cons. Uh, but we'll see. Like I don't know what they're gonna charge because it might be an exclusive thing where there's only a certain amount of people going to be on the campaign.
Right.
Or not a campaign, allowed to be in the convention. Limited availability, so it might be really hard getting tickets. So
Right.
I've definitely tried to. I would like to be, at a convention. The only problem though right now is I'm going to try and make sure I get the book completed and ready for printing and funded so I can get things rolling on that end so I can have something at a convention. And of course, depending on where I choose, hopefully I choose more local. I would
Mm-hmm.
love to do more in comic book shops, like a local signing or uh, an event to promote the comic at a local comic book shop. But a lot of those shops, they're we're only allowed to have like maybe 20 people at a time in the shop um, because of the rules of the state. So
Right.
I would hope he it becomes a quick quick resolve. I really want cons back, but of course, online cons are doing really well. A lot of people show up to those shows, especially the one done by Pops. But it's funny since he started doing it, now everyone's showing up. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, no, it's becoming like a debate now whether if um, if virtual cons can be a thing, and they're
Well,
even thinking too
well, I
like,
think
go
I
ahead.
think also you might have people in person, but I do see a change where people aren't going to travel to be in person. Like, for instance, I could see a panel being, three people. Maybe it's a panel of five, and three out of those five people are remote and just doing video call
Right.
and being at a present for the panel, but they're not actually there. I can see that being a future in conventions, especially the ones local to me, like in Cleveland, and of course wherever you are in Florida, um,
Mm-hmm.
whatever city that has a convention running. I think that's going to be um, more common than not common because having the ability to use Zoom
Yeah.
or StreamYard, everyone's gonna want to try and do it somehow. Like everyone's been using it all year. They're not gonna just be like, "Hey, let's forget what we just learned how to use."
Mm-hmm.
But also, you'll be very critical. There's gonna be a lot of people that are very critical of people that are on those platforms or using Zoom at like a convention. It's like you had all year to prep for it. You
Yeah.
should know what you're doing when it comes to using a a remote video chat platform. Like it should be like perfect.
Yeah.
But yeah, I see conventions coming back, but it's not going to be. Um, it's not going to be like the conventions prior. I I think a lot of people are going to. It's going to be a spike at once. Like for instance, a lot of cosplayers haven't been able to go anywhere to cosplay.
Yeah. Exactly.
uh, So it might be like a rush at all at once, or it might not. You never know.
Right. Yeah. No. It's gonna become a thing because here, down here in Miami, we had not Miami, actually. Yeah, like here in Miami, in the Fort Lauderdale area,
Yeah.
we had a convention called Super FanCon, and they had a good mix. They had a good mix of like people like who were there physically, but there were a few guests as well that were on via Zoom call, and like they had, oh my goodness, what's this dude's name? He was the artist for Batman versus TMNT comic series.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that he was there, but I was excited. Like I was ready to, go and get ready to like commission this dude. But it turned out once, like maybe the day before the con or the day of, it turns out this dude was gonna be via virtual,
Oh.
and yeah, so it was like, ah, I was getting ready to, throw my money to commission this dude, but yeah,
Well, see, here's another thing with that. I could see a lot more because celebrities not having to be on a plane. They're going to be more cautious of their time and
mm-hmm,
more, making having to figure out how. Okay, so I'm going to be at this convention virtually. How am I going to get paid for it? How am I going to present myself? How am I going to do this?
right,
So having the ability not having to fly, I think it's gonna be big when it comes to these conventions. Uh,
yeah,
I
well,
the last convention I went to was Wizard World Cleveland,
oh
and
wow,
it was great. Uh, my only downfall with conventions nowadays is conventions nowadays aren't focused on creators or they're more focused on, of course, people's stores. The artists they get some action, like or creators like myself would get some action when people walk by, but it's all for the celebrities in the movies and stuff, and it's it's great. You're bringing it's the way to bring people in to see the convention and see the different stores and artists, but sometimes it's like people spend all their money on the celebrities, and there's like nothing left for the to spend on the comics. Like if you're spending $100 to get a comic, not comic, $100 to get a print signed by an actor, uh, most people probably won't have a couple bucks left over to buy a comic. It's really hard, and also the cosplay. I love cosplay, but sometimes it's that's the reason why they have the cosplay competitions at the end of the con, because
Right.
people right after the cosplay competition's over, okay, then they all leave.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's just how it is. So, um, so you have to be able to pitch your comic, but most of the time when you see someone in cosplay, especially at conventions, unfortunately, they're people that 9 out of 10 are there for the competition and tournament or whatever they're doing for that convention, and they're not there to back anything. They're just there to win the prize,
Right.
which is unfortunate. But I mean, some people aren't like that. But mostly, what I've run into when it comes to cosplay has been that. So someone might be able to change that for me. We'll see. Maybe people will be in cosplay just to have fun, but
Hmm.
maybe it's just a really competitive Cleveland convention.
Yeah, I think it is very competitive where you guys are at, because I don't I don't recall ever having a cosplay not cosplay, but like I think we might have a cosplay competition, but I don't think as intense because there are people who do have fun with cosplaying, and there are like really good cosplays that I was just blown away by. There was a cosplayer. There was two cosplayers that cosplayed as like Deadpool and Cable, but they're like huge armors on them, and like they were wearing stilts and everything when they were walking. So it was like, wow. They, like literally, they were the talk of that Florida SuperCon convention back in 2019. It's just crazy how long ago it is, but man, I miss conventions so much. And another thing too is like these people they were invited to these conventions. So 9 times out of 10 of these people invited to these conventions, like they give them a service to like you know have them help them out with transportation to the airport, hotel stays, everything. So imagine just being a comic creator, just having those benefits than
Mhm.
just planning things out ahead of time within the year. Look through local cons, drive, look into hotel stays. All of the costly matter until you build up of a good audience and what else? Uh, yeah, like a good audience slash fan base that you have a really good following at a point where like okay, like now these people are gonna follow you. I mean, not follow you. These people are gonna invite you to not only cons but big cons. Like we're talking about
Yeah.
Anime Con. Um, Goodness gracious.
You know what I
Uh,
was tempted to do is it would never happen, but it would be like a fish out of water. Is just go to like one of those sneaker conventions
oh my god.
and just have a booth in a sneaker convention. I have no shoes, guys, but here's my comic book.
Hey, you're you're getting out there. You're just going to the wrong audience. But yeah, man. I mean, I miss cons so much. It's just weird now that we literally had an entire year without a con. It's just mind boggling. But I mean, we're finally getting back to normal now, slowly but surely. Let me see. Let me check on the chat because I've been neglecting it. Let me see.
A little bit.
A little bit. A lot of bit. Neostar Production says Canada Bear. I remember that guy. And we got the Juke Joint, aka Justin. Hey y'all. Ichthus, after your Discord post, I decided to do another fan art for the flock. Working
Hell
on it
yeah.
right now. Oh, that's awesome, dude. Yeah, dude. Hit up Scott. Show him your fan art and stuff.
Yeah, share it on Twitter and tag me in it, and I'll retweet it. I'm excited to see what you do.
Yeah, no, dude, I saw I saw his fan art for the flock. Like, it was so good. I'm like, yo, is this Justin's?
Yeah.
I was blown away with his art. Let me see. Neostar Production says, "Oh, that's rough, pal. I'm sure he would do a killer job on the Gators." Oh yeah, no, most definitely. Sneaker dude. I would not. I would honestly wouldn't would believe that it would actually exist a sneakers convention. I will not deny that there are sneakers enthusiasts. I will tell you that much.
Well, yeah, it's like a whole market. Like people buy and sell shoes and sneakers. Like, like it's every day. A kid was on the news. I think it was several years ago. He bought a pair of shoes
Mm-hmm.
and sold them for like couple $1,000s, and he started making a collection, and he sold his collection for like
Oh,
50
wow.
grand, and then he bought more shoes, and then he sold that collection for double his money, like because they're like those Nike shoes are big ones, like those ones. I don't know anything about shoes.
Yeah, don't worry.
All I
The
know
ones
is
that
that they're
Jackie
very
Oaks
rare.
wears, right? Yeah, the ones that Jackie
Yeah,
Oaks
they're
wears.
very rare.
Yeah, no, they are rare. Too bad, Jack over here neglects them of how authentic they are. I'm, I'm messing with you. Yeah, no, they are rare sneakers. Like there is even like limited sneakers and stuff. Like same thing like any collector. Like they buy the shoe and then they flip it because of authenticity and you know of the number that the number of, oh, you're this person that got this number, so here you go wild with it.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm not much of a sneaker enthusiast, but if you ask me what's my favorite sneaker, it's Converse. I love
Oh,
Converse.
really? I can never wear Converse because I'm not flat-footed,
Oh yeah.
and it kills my. I have a arch in my foot, so it just hurts so
Oh
bad.
really?
Yeah.
It explains so much why you chose Gooseman then. Goose. I got an arch in my foot. Gooseman it is.
That's that's quite a leap there, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, dude. Oh man, goodness gracious. I'm losing my train of thought, but yeah, no, man. Let me see it. Justin. Okay, what did Justin wrote? The guy that interviewed on my YouTube channel, their first book dealt with like a chef in a way. Hold on, in a way, and one of the places they promoted their book with a butcher shop here in Chicago. Well, are you kidding? They
Oh, that's
promote
cool.
their book in a butcher shop? That's wild. That's
That's pretty
pretty
cool,
cool.
though.
Yeah, it is
That's
pretty
fun.
cool. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I wonder if maybe it helps complement promoting their comic. Maybe if it's like a horror comic or something, then they're literally on the ball of A+ on promotion.
Well, I could see Tyler doing that with chefs and being on like some YouTube
Dude.
cooking shows as like a special guest,
Yeah, right. It's
wearing
like,
his
hey guys,
apron.
with his battle apron, it's like, hey guys, I'm not here to cook, but I have this comic right here called Chefs, and I'll tell you what, you will have a chef kiss after reading this book. Mwah.
Oh, I would die if Tyler started doing that. Started doing videos on his YouTube channel
Uh
of him
huh.
just cooking.
Dude.
That would be so
Oh
fun.
my gosh, man. Dude, I will. I'll be so happy. So, I think we've spent a good hour here. Oh,
Yeah.
you know, we got
Almost
Jet.
hour and a half.
Yeah, an hour and a half. We got Jetfire here on Twitch.
Hey, Jetfire, welcome
Hello
to the
there.
stream.
Showing off his mudkip on the float. I don't know what's the meaning behind that, but that's all good.
Wait, what is that?
A mudkip.
Oh, nice.
You're into Pokemon, dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, but alright, dudes, we're gonna be finishing up right here. So, yeah, Scott, any final words before we end the stream?
Just the Flock series is go back to the comic on Indiegogo. It's a Golden Age inspired comic full of action and adventure. It's printed in the modern age, and we've got a package with 3 comic books for $36 for free U.S. shipping.
Mm-hmm.
And it comes with a poster as well. And there's a couple other perks in there. We got some merch, we got T-shirts, we got hoodies, we got 4 different variant covers, we've got postcards, we've got digital packages, we got tons of stuff on this campaign. And if you go to the campaign page, scroll through it, and if you're interested in seeing what the story is about and how the characters are in the series, you can go to globalcomics.com and read the first book out of the series. It's in black and white, and it's going to be on the Global Comics website, where we have so far. We've been on there since December 5th. We've got a good amount of views on there. And if you end up liking it, you can come on over to the Indiegogo and back the campaign and give us your monies.
Yeah, just give them.
So I can send it. So I can get this comic book in print, because I've been nonstop trying to promote this and getting things out to backers. I'll never quit. I'm still going to keep rolling. This is the 3rd campaign, so 3rd time's the charm.
Yeah, literally 3rd time's the charm, bud.
Yeah, so back the book. If you have any questions, of course, message me or tweet at me. I handles below. That's the same handle for Twitter and Facebook. And so yeah, that's what the flock are you guys waiting for? Back the campaign.
Legit, dudes. What the flock are you guys doing? And you know what? Dudes, I will promise you this. You guys will be totally excellent, okay? Not totally excellent, like total excellence if you get my cover. Okay? You will.
Definitely.
There's a reason why it's called A, not B, not C, not D. It's A, okay? Because you will be part of the A team of the total excellence if you get my cover. So, it is legitimate. I'm telling you, it's legitimate. You know why? Because I'm the dude who did the cover. So, and also, dudes, if you guys do not know, because of this campaign, I'm also doing digital commissions. So, I mean, I don't know what more can I say. I mean, if you got a pretty girl, I will make her twice as pretty. Okay? Look at this. I know. You are in shock. It's fine.
It's great.
We got... Also, keep an eye out for Uzi Susie. This is going to be a variant cover for issue 2 for Peter A. DeLuca. So, dudes, I am pumping out content. And this is just my interpretation of the flock within my style. And, of course, you will get... Within this digital commissions, I am accepting 8. So far, 1 person has got the digital commission. So there's 7 slots open so far, dudes. You're going to have an 11 by 17 digital canvas. It's going to be fully in color, dudes. So I'm telling you all right now, you'll be of total excellence. Also, in double the amount of total excellence once you even receive a commission by me. So, dudes, my final question for Scott here, once we end the stream, is Scott, what made you not quit? Because you did Indiegogo, you were just fresh off of the indies comic scene, it didn't go through. had like what, maybe 3 or 4 backers the first time,
Mm-hmm.
and then you got into Kickstarter and it did way much better. You got received feedback, you build up a good network of people and those who were in the indie crowd game to give you some input and what to set in your goals and budgeting and all this stuff. And you were close. You had like 1,600 for a $2,000 goal, and now with Indiegogo, now you got a flexible goal. So regardless whether this campaign is going to be successful or not, you're going to get your book. But the best part is you are right now. Let me see if I refresh. You are right now 71% with 24 backers and 27 days left within the time of recording this stream. So, what made you not quit after doing 2 campaigns? You did a whole tour promoting, and now like after that, you went back back to Indiegogo, and twice like a really good jump start within the Indiegogo campaign compared to the first time. What made you not quit? And what's your growth within
Well,
it?
honestly, I really want to get this comic printed, and I don't want to stop. I love the story. I love the characters I created, and I love kind of promoting the book. It's a fun book to promote. I love talking about it. I love the fact that it's golden age in the modern. I don't want to stop because I'm not a quitter.
All right.
And I'm very persistent, as you can tell. And this is the third time, and the third time it's going to get funded, and we're going to get going. Right now, we have a really great start. We're very close to getting funded. I could see us getting funded maybe within the week,
Okay.
possibly, but we'll see. I mean, I've got a tour set up. I'm going to be on the matriarchy. I have set up with the Cortical Blast. I have another stream set up with kind of the same people I was with last time. Hopefully, some of those people, I've already reached out to some people to be, come back for their stream and kind of like, come back and do like a, part 2 per se, and talk about this. I just don't want to quit. I put a lot of work into this. I put a lot of time and it's something that I'm very passionate about. I love doing comics. I love creating comics. This will not be the only comic that we're going to be working on. I have other projects I would love to do in the future. But before I can make those a reality, I want to make the flock a reality and get it printed out and sent out to backers, and also working with everybody. It's driving me so much more is working with you, but also working with Nicholas and working with other creators, even Larry and Niobe, promoting the book and promoting Max's book as well, from Mary Machine Gun. Just some great group of dudes. Been always open to shilling each other and promoting each other's work. But it also drives me when I see other people's, posting on Facebook or their Twitter, look what page I got done. And this just motivates me even more, wanting to get the book printed and getting it enhanced. And especially the most recent thing that inspired me was the book by William Quinton, the 47 Furious Tales, which is kind of like the 47 Ronin, or 47 Samurai or something like that. And it's already a completed book. I bought it on one of the streams. It came the next 3 days after. It was insane how quick. But the turnaround, and it kind of inspired me to keep going and going with the book. So yeah, that's what's driving me. And plus, I just want to see my book in print. This crowdfunding, though, in general, has been an experience. I'll just say that.
Yeah, no. That's awesome, dude. I already knew you were a persistent dude. I mean, since like this is like your third attempt, and I believe now this is gonna be your successful attempt now, and I know everyone's gonna notice that. So I cannot wait for Gooseman to be in everyone's hands, especially in my hands, because now you know, I'm just so flippin' excited. If no one backed it, they can go on and fly and flock themselves. Um, no, I'm kidding. I don't take it out of context, everyone. I love you. I love you. But yeah, no. So dudes, I mean, you hear it here, folks. This is a dude who's very passionate his with his project, and you know that this is not going to be one and done deal, and he's just going to move on and just phase out. This is a dude who has a game plan, who's persistent, who's passionate for this project, who has goals in mind, and he has other projects in the works once he gets the main thing that he needs to get done, and it's the flock. So everyone, please back the flock, and even if you can't back it, share it, because it's going to go a long way, dudes, all right? So I'm going to put down in the chat below, go and back the flock, guys, all right? You guys, ooze of excellence as always, guys. Dudes, remember, stay excellent. God bless. Have a total excellent